It wasn't news. But look what happened. It turned into news. What's happening, film friends? Dave the Film Junkie here. All right, you left me no choice but to talk about this Batman rumor that was floating around. I mean, it was funny because, Mr. Conrad, still need to come up with like a good nickname. I call him Consad, but that just doesn't flow off the tongue. It doesn't, jump off the tongue as good as like Scoopy Pants and stuff. But anyways, so I was at work and, doing stuff, and then all of a sudden I'm just seeing like stuff about, oh yeah, the Batman. And this just comes to show you that whenever there's any kind of news, that has to do with Batman, and Warner Brothers fucking knows this. This is why they shoved down all of our throats about Ben Affleck's going to write, produce, direct, key grip, whatever, assistant to the director as well as to himself of the Batman and blah, blah, blah. When all the Justice League stuff was happening, I mean, they know that it's just like their biggest seller. Batman is. And even bloggers know this. Websites know this. That's why with Matt Reeves' little thing that says, like, yeah, I'm really, really excited. That's all he said. And it was everywhere. When it comes to the Batman, everybody will post anything, no matter what it is. And this was an absolute nothingness. I almost said nothing burger, but that's just a stupid term. Anyways. So Mr. Conrad tweeted out that, oh man, I just heard something about the Batman, and if it's true, everybody's gonna absolutely love it. So, he said that, but he had to get confirmation first. He said he wasn't, that he heard something, but he's waiting for confirmation. That's okay. Like, I don't like the guy, but I'll be like, okay, he said that, but he's gonna get confirmation first. Cool. I'll give the guy credit for that. At least he's gonna do that. But then he writes it on his goddamn blog. So instead of waiting for confirmation, he writes about this on his blog and basically saying that the Batman was going to be dealing with the death of Robin. Not necessarily death in the family, not leading into Red Hood just yet, but it was going to deal with that. It was going to harken back to the death of Jason Todd. And, right after that was posted, all of a sudden I'm just seeing a bunch of people get excited and going, oh my God, can you imagine this? Can you imagine that? And then I'm seeing websites posted, new rumor suggests this, suggests that. Scoopy Pants came in and said, like, no, the Batman will not deal with the death of Robin. And then sure enough, Conrad had to update and be like, nope, just got confirmation, not happening. So there was hours and hours of people getting hyped up for that, and it was nothing. This is the problem. This is the absolute problem with the way the news is being thrown out there right now. Any asshole with a fucking laptop can just start a blog and be like, hey, guess what I heard, guys? You're not going to believe it. And sadly, Conrad has turned himself into something, a voice that people apparently like to listen to. I don't know why. And, so he heard something, and instead of just waiting for his source to give him confirmation, he just fucking and just decided to get out his nut burger out there, and then everybody started doing it, and he just does this. He just does this for that, and it sucks. Sucks that that's the case because what's my tagline? Have some integrity, man. And that's not integrity right there. He should have waited. I gave him credit for him saying like, hey, this is a rumor. I'm waiting for confirmation. But the fact that he wrote it up on his blog just shows you that, he wasn't going to wait for that confirmation. And then it ended up being nothing. And then everybody got hyped up. I mean, I know there's people that hate him that were happy that he was wrong because he's not batting 1,000 when it comes to like his scoops or rumors. He doesn't bat 1,000. I would say he's batting less than 500. And this just comes to show you that we need to be patient when it comes to stuff like this, okay? We can't just listen to somebody who tweets out something because he heard something. Yes, he's been right with certain things, but he's also been wrong, okay? If he was right all the time, then fine. But if the jackass is hitting up people or going on Reddit and are looking at various forums to see people who went to like test screenings and then blabbering out the plots of like Aquaman, Deadpool 2, and then writing up blogs about it, that's a fucking asshole. That's somebody so desperate to have just people follow him. It's ridiculous. But anyways, what I also want to get to as well, with all this, nonsense with this rumor, it got people thinking, got people discussing possible ways that Matt Reeves can bring us a really, you know, a good, I mean, he's obviously going to give us a good Batman movie, possibly a Batman trilogy. Scott Stamper, who some of you probably follow, he was discussing with some people, and I kind of chimed in with it too. He actually came up with a really good idea of what they should do with the Batman movie that could actually satisfy people, you know, people who want to have Ben Affleck still there, and then people, you know, who don't. Have a story, and it can even revolve around even dealing with the death of Robin. It would have been pretty cool. Have a story where it starts off with Ben Affleck, with Batfleck, with the current Batman, you know, pushing 50, basically telling us a story like 15 years earlier, you know, flashing back to a younger Batman, and of course having a younger actor. And then, you know, you can have two separate stories, like parallel stories. Like maybe, you know, you have the flashback story of, you know, 10 years before or something like that. Maybe not 15, but like 10, depending on how long ago Jason Todd died. Have that story, and then maybe like a parallel story that would be the Red Hood story. Present story, past story, you know, parallels, and it just kind of meets up, you know. That would be pretty damn cool, because that way Ben Affleck could still be Batman, but he wouldn't be Batman most of the time. And then what would make it even better is if Ben Affleck was narrating the whole movie, and it would really capture that film noir tone that Matt Reeves really wants to have for his Batman movie. And I think that would be an excellent idea, and it would be pretty sweet if Matt Reeves and Warner Brothers would actually do it. But who knows if that's going to happen. I just thought that was I thought that's a pretty damn good idea, because it satisfies both. You know, we get a younger Batman. And by the way, no fucking Jake Gyllenhaal. He does not look like a young Ben Affleck. Stop it. It would have to be an unknown that looks relatively like Ben Affleck. They would have to search far and wide. That's the only drawback. It wouldn't be a known name playing Batman, but Henry Cavill wasn't a name before Superman, and we all fell in love with him. So, and if they were to find somebody that looks relatively like Ben Affleck, they could actually pull something off where you have like a story like that he's narrating. You know, I just thought that's a pretty good idea, because we still have Ben Affleck as Batman, and we have this other actor who's also playing Batman. That way Matt Reeves can actually construct his Batman trilogy that he wants with a younger actor, and then we could still have Ben. It would be something pretty damn different too. You know, we haven't seen that, you know, in any of the Batman movies that have come before, so why not? That'd be pretty damn cool. So kudos to that idea, Mr. Scott. And yeah, that's pretty much it, guys. We got to relax, okay? Just because some fucking guy who has gotten rumors right before, I'll give him that, we can't just go, oh my God, with every fucking tweet that these guys put out there, okay? The scooping game is not 100%. We got to wait. Because then everybody gets all hyped up and excited, and then they're let down when it turns out that the rumor's not true. You know, everybody went from just like bing to flaccid, and now you have erectile dysfunction. See, that's what happens. Anyways, guys, let me know your thoughts about it down below. What do you think about all this? Hit that like, thumbs up button if you'd be so kind. Subscribe to my channel. Visit filmjunkie.com for all my content, and of course, visit the closet for shirts and stickers, guys. All right? I'll talk to you.